Hey everybody, so today I'm going to take you through the legs, upper body, and core conditioning we got from gymnastics for this week. So we're going to start with our warm-up, and we can do it in one of two ways. We can either do a 3 to 5 minute warm-up we do at gymnastics, like jumping jacks, running in place, high knees, butt kicks, skips, straight body punches, or we can go for a run, whether it's a mile, half a mile, or just running up and down your driveway. So I'm going to go run up and down my driveway. Okay, so I'm done with my warm-up and I did a little bit of stretching after, and now I'm ready for my conditioning. So I'm going to be doing the level 2 numbers for this video, and we're going to start with a 45-second wall sit. So for our wall sit, our legs should be at a 90-degree angle and our knees and our feet should almost be in line. So that would look like this. Oh, got a little dirt on me. And if you want to, put your arms up, and it makes it a little harder. Okay, for our next thing, we have push-ups. So when we do our push-ups, we want our body to be flat. So what I mean by that is we should be a straight line. And when we do our push-ups, we don't want our chin to touch the ground, we don't want our forehead to touch the ground, we want our nose to touch the ground. So when we do it, we're going to be a flat line, and we're going to touch our nose to the ground, and we're going to push back up. We're going to do that 20 times. Okay, now that we're done with our push-ups, we're going to do our step-ups. So for step-ups, you're going to need an elevated surface like steps or a bench or a chair. So what we're going to do is you're going to put your leg on here, keep your back super duper flat, bring your opposite leg up to your chest while pointing it right off the ground. So when we do these, we don't want to have a flexed foot like this. Should be nice and pointed right off the ground. We're going to do 20 on each side. Okay, so now that we're done with those, we're going to do our tricep dips. So for these, we'll also need an elevated surface. So what you're gonna do is your hands should be facing forward. They shouldn't be facing backward like this. You're gonna put your legs out straight, and you're going to dip all the way until your butt almost touches the ground, and then back up. We're gonna do that 40 times. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna move on to our walking lunges. So you can just do these normally, or if you have a band or a weight, that will make them harder if they're a little too easy for you. So I'm going to use the band, and I'm just gonna put it around my thighs. So when we're doing our lunges, you want your foot to go straight out, pointing forward, and you are going to lunge, almost touching your knee or touching your knee very lightly. Step back, lunge with the other foot. Now we're going to do 20 of those on each side. Okay, now that we're done with that, we're going to move on to our elbow plank with for 45 seconds with one leg in the air for 20, the other leg in the air for 20, and 5 with both your legs down. So when we do that, we want our shoulders to be at least in line with our elbows. They can be a little over. That'll make it a little harder. And we want a flat body. Then we're going to hold our leg up in the air for 20 seconds, and the other leg in the air for 20 seconds, and then down for 5. Once again, if you want to make it a little harder, if you have a resistance band, you can put it like at your ankle or mid calf, and that'll just add a little extra toughness. Okay, now that we're done with those, we're gonna move on to our squat jumps. So when we do our squat jumps, we want our knees to be a little behind our feet, because if our knees go over our feet, that's not good for our knees. We're gonna do 20 squat jumps, and I'm gonna be using a resistance band again. But when we jump, we don't want flexed feet like that. We want our toes nice and pointed, So we're gonna put our feet a little at shoulder width apart or a little bit further, and we're gonna squat down to a 90-degree angle, and then we're going to jump, point our toes back down, jump, point our toes. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna do our bicycle crunches. We're gonna do 40 of them. And our bicycle crunches, you're laying flat, and you're bringing your opposite elbow to your knee. So opposite elbow to knee, opposite elbow to knee. And then you're going to make it that connection faster. So it'll look like that. Okay, so now we're going to do our fire hydrants, and we're going to do 40 on each side. So for our fire hydrants, you're going to go on your hands and knees, and you're going to bring your leg up. When we bring our leg up, we shouldn't be bringing it backwards like this. We want it to just come up in a straight line. So yeah, we're going to do 40 of those on each side. Okay, now we're gonna do our side plank with our leg lift. So for that one, you're gonna go into your side plank, side plank, and you are going to lift this top leg off your bottom leg. And then you're gonna go to the other leg, and lift that one off. You're gonna do 45 seconds on each side. Okay, last but not least, we have camel push-ups. So for camel push-ups, we'll also need elevated surface, and we're going to be in an L position with our legs on a couch, a step, a bench, whatever you want. We're going to be in L, and you are going to touch your head to the ground and back up. Okay, now we're done with our workout, and for level 2 and 3s, we're going to repeat that 2 times. Bye!